going to analyze NATA Part A question paper. So as we all know that the NATA examinations are going on, and here we are to analyze the questions that had come, what was expected out of the students, what sort of solutions were they supposed to give. These are the things that we are going to discuss. Also, if you are someone who is watching this video, that means that you are preparing for NATA and you will be appearing for the further examinations of NATA 2024 examination. So, kindly check out our 51-day course which is available on our app. That is actually very helpful for students who are preparing on their own and require guidance of the complete course. We have covered both parts A and part B in our NATA 51-day course which was previously available on YouTube. So let's get started.
KP classes, dedicated to excellence.
These are the questions that had come for the first NATA attempt in Sec 1. So it says, draw an aesthetic composition using electric bulb. Draw an aesthetic composition using electric bulb with red, orange and yellow color. Shapes should overlap to each other. Now, please remember there were 3 questions in NATA Part A. One question was focusing on 2D composition. Please remember that 2D composition as well as 3D compositions are 2 different things. So first one is to do with graphic, 2D, your creativity. Second one is about 3D composition, right? And the third one was the most unexpected question, which was about 3D model making. Now, it came as a surprise to our students and most of the students were not really expecting that sort of question. We have those analysis in this particular video. So let's see what we are supposed to do. So here, this particular question wants you to have a graphical approach towards it. Okay? It has to be playful. Now, the element that has been given to you is a bulb. What is a bulb? It's an object. It's a product. And whenever we think about it in a very realistic format, right? But here you have to convert it into something playful, into something creative. And remember the word stylization, right? For example, यहाँ पे bulb दिया गया है. So you are making a composition. Now please remember these 2 examples are for your reference. ठीक है? जरूरी नहीं है कि हमें exactly इसी तरीके से बनाना है. You have to always follow the instruction that has been given in your question. And it says very clearly that the colors that you have to use is red, orange and yellow. That means you can use all the tints, tones and shade of red. You can use all the tints, tones and shade of both orange as well as yellow, right? So इसमें कोई गलती नहीं होगी कि अगर आप एक particular color के various tints, tones and shades use करते हो. इसके लिए हमारे को color theory बहुत thoroughly हमें आना चाहिए. हमें color theory के जो rules हैं वो बहुत अच्छे से हमें पढ़ के जाना चाहिए, so that you don't tend to go wrong in this. ठीक है? So as you can see, this is a composition where the element bulb has been very stylized and playfully used. Always think about the end use. कि आप उस particular element को end use में कहाँ ला सकते हो? Can this be a wallpaper? Can this be a gift wrapping sheet? Can this be part of some comic? Right? So that is how you have to think. Also, for example, यहाँ पे बल्ब दिया गया है. अब आपको कुछ भी दे सकते हैं. अगर आपको वो साइकिल दे दे, बोले that draw an aesthetic composition using a cycle. Now you will think, you look at a cycle as a product, right? It's a very normal day-to-day utility product. But आपको उसको stylize करना है. And if you recall, you must have seen a lot of compositions जहाँ पे इस तरह के elements like say cycle, telephone, image of an owl, image of a animal have been used in a stylized manner and they are converted into a pattern. Please remember, here there is a pattern that is being followed. Now you can go for a very simple pattern, okay? You can go for alternate pattern, you can go for random pattern. So इस तरह के questions के लिए number 1 you have to know that you need to stylize the element. Number 2 you have to be thorough with the color theory. Number 3 you have to be very well aware of the principle of design, which definitely includes patterns, okay? Pattern, rhythm, whether you have to follow a specific way of putting those motifs together or not. Also, please remember that in this particular question only, they might ask you to follow a particular principle of design as well. For example, follow balance, symmetrical balance, asymmetrical balance, or radial balance. Okay, so apply your solution, apply your approach accordingly. So here is another example. Now again, here I haven't shown it overlap, but you can always overlap it, and this is more like a random pattern over here. Let's go to the next question. Now this particular question is create a composition of, ठीक है? यहाँ पे आपको बोला गया है create a composition and you have been given a number of elements that you have to use. You have to stick to the number of elements that has been given to you. Like 4 mobile phones, 4 match boxes, 4 nail polish bottles. Show the effects of light and shadow. So that means that you have to work on it in terms of a still life composition. Now, if you have been a student of our 51-day NATA crash course, then you would know that how much emphasis I give on object drawing. Day-to-day object drawing sketches, right? Looking at an object, understanding their texture, their proportion, how light falls on it. Like if I talk about a nail polish bottle, the material is, they might have a plastic cap and a glass body. And of course the color will be there. So there will be shine, there will be a solid color. Matchbox, the material is always paper. So it has a matte finish. It also follows a particular texture. Similarly, a mobile phone. So we all know what a mobile phone looks like, and you have to replicate its texture. Where you have the back of the mobile phone could be shiny, could have a very matte finish, but definitely the front of the mobile phone is generally black and it's reflecting light, right? So again, these two images are for your reference, okay? These are some of the still life images where you can see it's done with various, use your pencils properly, whichever pencil you are comfortable with in shading, whether it's 8B, 6B, 4B, 2B, all of these tools you need to use, and also keep in mind the texture. As you can see, there are different objects over here, and over in the images you can really make out what the texture would look like. Also keep in mind the value. Value का क्या मतलब है? जो color का value होता है उसका क्या मतलब है? If you compare a mobile phone and a matchbox, like for example, I have a mobile phone in my hand and I'll take another object in my hand. I hope you are able to see. I'm taking this remote in my hand. So दोनों का, when you will be working on it and doing a black and white shading, the value of both the products will be different. In your shading, this phone will appear darker, okay, and this remote, which is obviously white in color, will appear light, okay. So please remember that a lot of students, they tend to get confused. इसके लिए बहुत easy तरीका है. आप अपने घर पे, whenever you are planning to practice still life, keep certain objects in front of you, create a picture of those objects and convert it in black and white. Convert the image in black and white and then look at it and sketch it. You yourself will come to know what I'm talking about. Okay, so it's a very easy way to practice, right? And of course, keep in mind the light and shadow. I'm not going to discuss how we are going to, um, get the shadow and sciography. हम नहीं discuss कर रहे, but yes, what are the important elements? You have to have a proper practice of still life, including proportions, including getting the correct value in terms of light and color, and of course taking care of the texture. Now, the last question. Now, a lot of students, they faced a little bit of problem. It's not a very problematic question, but they got confused. They did not know what to do या फिर क्या approach हमें अपनाना चाहिए. So, in the last question, it was given that you have to create an interesting composition using the 3D forms that have been provided to you. So, every student was provided with a kit. And that kit included few basic forms. Okay, 3D forms होता है, अगर हम फॉर्म की बात करें वो 3D होते हैं, अगर हम शेप की बात करें तो वो 2D होता है. मटेरियल जो था वो फोम था, जो स्पंज वाला मटेरियल होता है. They were also provided fairy bond to stick them together. Okay, एक शीट ऑफ पेपर पे आपको एक कॉम्पोजिशन बनाना था, and this is an example of those composition. So you have to stick those 3D forms with each other in a way that it looks like one particular model. Okay, it need not make any literal sense. For example, अगर आपको दो सिलेंडर, दो क्यूबॉइड, दो क्यूब्स, दो पिरामिड्स दिए गए हैं, और अगर आपको बोला गया है that you have to show rhythm and hierarchy, right? या repetition आपको दिखाना है. So you have to stick them together, or you have to form a pattern that reflects those particular elements that has been asked. Okay, and you have to stick them properly as well. So इसकी थोड़ी सी आप practice करिए. आप fairy bond से foam के different जो forms होते हैं उनको आप घर पे stick करके देखिए, so that आपको पता होना चाहिए कि कितना amount of glue आपको लेना है, so that you stick them together so that they don't fall and it gets disrupted. Okay, so please remember that it has to be 3D. Okay, या तो आपका model could be vertical. Okay, like these are going vertical, they have a height, or it could be horizontal, more towards the horizontal side where it has got more width and less height. But you have to stick them together. If I pick it up, then it should look like one model. It should not look like different parts. It should look like one particular model. Again, these are some complex shapes. Now you might get those sort of shapes. Okay, and you have to stick them together. You have to place them and stick them together and see to it whether it is reflecting the particular principle that has been asked or not. Please remember, principle of design आपको बहुत, you have to analyze it properly. You have to study principle of design. Your 3D structure needs to be stable. Your structure needs to have some sort of balance as well as rhythm, and definitely it has to be aesthetically very pleasing. Moving on, let's see what we had in the second set. So again, it followed the same format. पहला क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड टू 2D. अब 2D वाले में बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स फॉल कर सकते हैं. It can be related to logo designing, anything which has to do with graphic design. It can be designing logo, it can be designing a print for a carpet, print for a wallpaper, or maybe a print or a graphic for a book cover. So as we all know, we have to study the various aspects where graphic design has been used. So in this particular question, it had said that create a logo for a furniture manufacturing company using circles and triangles. Now you have to keep in mind that the elements are only circles and triangles. You can use multiple of them and do not use any other element. Okay, color it with any color of your you should be aware of Gestalt principle. It should be 3D and it should have rhythm. Apart from that, you all know what a logo is. Logo is something that represents a company. In your case, it's a furniture manufacturing company that you are representing. It has to be simple, it has to be impactful, and people should be able to recognize it easily. Okay. Also, another thumb rule of logo designing is that do not overwhelm it with colors. यहाँ पे आप बहुत सारे कलर्स ना यूज करो तो बेटर है. If somebody is very well aware of the Gestalt principle, so they would know what I'm saying, and they would also look at this particular artwork and know what those principles have been followed. For example, principle of continuity or principle of closure has been followed over here, right? And this is the second option, and where again the circles and the triangles have been used. Now you must be thinking that this doesn't look like a triangle. It's not having, three sides. So over here I would just say that if you are somebody who is aware of Gestalt principle, and if you are somebody who is aware of the principle of closure and continuity, then you would exactly know what I have done over here, right? So please follow these principles so that you can come up with very, very smart designs, and it has a story to tell. Okay. Also, these are for your reference purposes, not that you can definitely come up with your own ideas where you are using these particular elements. Again, the last question in every set is all about the 3D model making. Sorry, this is the second question. Okay. The next question is about the 3D composition. As I already told you, it's about still life, texture, rhythm, right, light and shadow, proportion. Now, again, over here, you have been given 4 candles, a square box, which is actually a cube, and 3 prism. Now, again, these sketches are for reference only, but you have to see what exactly these elements are. So candles are cylindrical. Now the first thing that comes to our mind when we talk about candles is that they are cylindrical, but that's not the case. If you go to the market, you would see candles in different shapes also, right? You can have a candle which is in the shape of a lotus, or which can be in the shape of a number, the ones which you use on birthday cakes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So think about what you want to do exactly and take care of the texture over there. The candle will have a specific texture, so you can always follow them. It will have the element, a certain element, like it will have a wick on the top of it. That would make it look like a candle, so you have to follow those things. So please remember that when we talk about candles, it's not just the cylindrical structure which we are talking about, but it could be a different structure also. You can also think of those very tiny candles which have a spiral texture on it, which you put on a birthday cake, the multiple ones, right? So think about it, right? And a square box. Now your square box could be a paper box, it could be a metallic box, depends on you. And 4 prisms. So you have to take care of the form, that it has to look like a prism. Material could be anything, and that's why I have showed you some example where in this particular example you can see the cube looks like a wooden, the material looks wooden. Here the material looks paper, like a simple white paper. So think about the material as well as the texture over here. Again, the last one, which is about 3D model making. So again, it was given interesting composition using the given 3D shapes, and you have to see the shapes and the forms that has been given to you, and you have to see what is the best possibilities of converting it into a aesthetically looking installation, right? Installation or a model. Now over here, you must have seen, if you are going to any particular say mall, so you tend to see a lot of these sort of abstract installations somewhere on the park or on the entrance or on the foyer installations, metallic installation, which might be the representation of the company in the middle of the reception area. So what are those? Those are 3D compositions. Look for ideas like that, and definitely it might prove helpful for you guys for your examination. Now let's see what we had in the third set. So as we all know, the first question over here also, it had given to create a logo for a community fitness challenge to promote physical health and well-being. So the target was to make something which promotes physical health and well-being, which is about good lifestyle. And here limitation in terms of color was given. Students can only use 2 colors. Now here you have to choose your colors properly. Stick to the solid colors. Stick to any specific scheme. So you can go for a complementary color scheme where you pick up 2 colors which are opposite on the color wheel. You can pick up cool colors. You can pick up warm colors. You can also pick up something like harmonious color scheme. Like over here, it's more harmonious as well as cool color scheme that has been picked. Again, principle of design, Gestalt principle, it has to be 2D, it needs to have some sort of rhythm. And if you want, you can give a name as well to the organization that you are representing. So over here, you can see the human form or the has been broken into certain abstract shapes, and an element of nature has been given over here, and workout. The name is workout, and we have used continuity. We have broken the elements, like it is supposed to continue, but we have broken it and incorporated the brand name in the middle of it, right? So that the focus is right there on the name, right? And again over here there is an element of closure where the circle is here, but your eyes might be just closing it automatically, and here we have continuity, and again the human form has been made in a very abstract manner with few other elements that has been given, and again the name has been put on the on this particular part. So you can check out different logos which are already there existing in the market, get inspired, take inspiration, see what are the principles that you really like and which would be helpful for you in terms of these particular questions. Again, the next question was create an optical illusion of 4 cylinders to create depth. What is depth? Depth is something which looks 3D. Now your paper is a 2D medium. On the 2D medium, you are creating depth by perspective, right? Depth and movement. Apply the effect of light, shadow, and add a good visual effect. So here simply you can see there are 4 cylinders which has been put in certain distance, which gives a illusion of space. Now this could be any space. This could be a room. This could be in the middle of any park where these particular cylinders have been put, and you can see the light source also. So they have a common light source, and all of these 4 cylinders based on their positioning, the shadow is different. Okay. Here not much focus has been paid on the texture, because the more focus is on depth and movement, and of course the shadows which are falling on the ground. And again we have the last one where you had to create a 3D model. Now please remember that these images are in terms of references. Also remember, if you are not asked to cut or break those particular 3Ds, do not do that. If you have been given, say, a prism, don't try to cut the top of it and see what could be done. Don't dismantle them, just use them as it is. Okay, so these are some reference images which I have provided to you, and also try it out at home. Try making some of these 3D forms using paper. You can easily create them using paper. It will be a good recreational activity also for you, and then put them, if you can get them ready made from the market, then well and good. Put them together and see what sort of impact visually are they providing. Take feedback from your friends and families and see what they have to say about your work. And definitely at the end, I would say that please do not stop practicing your drawing exercises. If you're someone who have taken up our 51-day pros for NATA, then you will be aware of about the sectional tests that we are providing you every week. Please work on those sectional tests. They are given to the students keeping in mind the present format of the examination. And at the end, I would say that kindly follow us, follow our channel, follow us on Instagram, so that you are updated with whatever is happening, and subscribe to our channel so that you will be updated about the latest in the examination.